Hello everyone. In this video, we'll talk about the concept of probability distribution, and I try to make this video very basic so that it's easy to understand for anyone who doesn't even have any background in mathematics or statistics. And I'll begin with the example of a bullseye. So suppose you're having a night out with the friends and you are playing a dart. So you are throwing the dart on the target, but you are not a good player. So if you are not at all a good player, so if we look at your all the throws, then you will have a random throw everywhere. So if I try to mark down the throws you have done, so your throws will be like anywhere on the target, right? So you can either go on the red side, or you can go even on the walls. But if we just talk about your throws, then it will be everywhere. And this is what we call random distribution. So if I try to draw a line, so if I try to look at this segment, suppose, and I try to see how many you have, how many targets were there. So if I try to draw this line here, so what I'll see is that in the left side you have certain throws. Suppose you have two throws, then on the white portion on the left side you again have around two or three uh, like target throws, and then again on the red strip you have again two or three uh, targets, and then again. So this is how your distribution will look like. So what you did is, you're not a good player, so you made like random throws, and they were not although you meant to target them on the center, but you cannot do it, so they were all randomly distribution. So this is what we call random distribution. When event occurs without any preference, they can go anywhere, so that's what we call random distribution. And another scenario will be like, suppose rain. So it is cloudy today and it can rain anytime, but there is no preference. Rain can happen in the day, rain can happen in the night, it can happen in the morning. So that is also a random event, so we call this as a random event. Now suppose instead of you, now you have another friend who is a very good player of dart, and he can throw it on the center, but he's not very perfect. So he tried to throw at center, but sometimes he misses and he gets on the white side. So let me take another color. So let me take the green. And so he throws in the center, but sometimes he gets here, sometimes he gets here, but it's rarely that he gets here, and it's very rare that he will get here. But mostly he will get into the center. So if I try to draw his probabilities, then it will look like this. So only one on the very left side, little more on the medium left side. Then as I go to the center, the probability increases, or the number of target increases, and when I come to the center bullseye, then there is a big number of placements there. And then as I move around, then it further goes down, because he is a good player. So if you look at this, so this is your throws. So this is what we call Gaussian distribution. So you try to target at certain things, but it never happened exactly the way you design it. So sometimes you misses on the one side, or sometimes you miss it on the other side, but you try to make it on the target most of the time. So you get, this is what we call the Gaussian distribution. I hope this video makes sense for you. And then in the next video, I'll talk about the more advanced features of Gaussian distribution, what is the mean, what is mode, and how we describe other parameters about Gaussian distribution, and what are the real world applications of Gaussian distribution. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your attention.